Hey guys, Rob here at 3D Printscape. So today I'm going to show you how to get started using the Revo Scan mobile app. Basically this is going to allow you to use your Revo Scan scanners away from your computer. It's just connecting the built-in Wi-Fi network from the camera into your phone, and then you have all the, mostly the same functionality you would on the desktop app. And then once you're done, I'll show you how to actually transfer it from your phone to your computer so that you can finish it up and export it to whatever file type you're looking for. In this example, I'm using my iPhone, but if you have an Android, the process is pretty much the same. You just download it from the Google Play Store instead of from the App Store. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and jump into it. But if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks. Alright guys, so first off, I wanted to say sorry for recording this screen like this. I don't have any good screen capture software on my phone that can work with the voice, so I'm just going to go with this until I start to do more captures and I'll figure out a better solution. So I'm using an iPhone here. The process will pretty much be the same. If you have an Android, you just go into the Android Play Store, but you'll search for Revo Scan 3D Scanner, and then you'll go ahead and find it. It looks like this, same as the image on the computer, and then go ahead and download that. Then you can open it, and it's going to prompt you to be able to use your Wi-Fi and stuff, so just allow. So now that we're in the app here, what we want to do is we have to connect the phone to the Revo Scan wireless network. So let's go back to our settings. If we go into Wi-Fi and just refresh, assuming your scanner is on, you should see it come up here. So I'm just going to click that. Now, if I go back over to here, it's going to connect to the phone. Alright, so this is pretty much the same type of interface you would have at the computer. I just want to go over a couple things really quick, then we'll do a test scan. First thing is this button right here, hide surfaces. A lot of times I'm having to do that. You can see here it removes the white desk. And then if you go over to this is the preferences. You can select your type, the tracking type, the object type, or color scanning or not color. This, how you see it right now, is how it is default for a new project, so I'm just going to leave it as that because that's going to meet the needs anyways. And then you have your focus for the cameras over here. Both are set to auto, and it's telling me I don't have cellular right now because I'm on the camera's Wi-Fi. And here is your distance. So right now we're okay. You can see here I have the same object that we used last time, just using it with a mobile phone. And we'll go ahead and start the scan. Just want to find a good spot here. Actually, before we start, I wanted to point out here, you can see that I already have it lined up. I've got it at about a 40-degree angle down to the statue and centered on here. So let's go ahead and start this since it's at the front. You can see that it is doing the scan. Alright, now that we're coming up on one rotation, we want to go ahead and pause it. And then we're going to flip the statue over so we can get the top and bottom. So you can see here on the turntable now that the statue is flipped. So once we get to the top, I'm going to start it. And it should recognize where it left off. Go. It's starting to pick everything up, so we'll let it do a full rotation. Alright, now that that's done, we can just go ahead and pause it. Now if you don't like how this turned out, you can kind of look around. You can delete here, or just go ahead and hit the check mark to accept it. Then we hit this button down here to go over to the model, and you can do the post-processing here. It will take about a minute or so. It'll kind of show what the object's going to look like, and then we'll send it to the computer. Right, then when that's done, we'll just go ahead and hit the button to say it's complete. A couple things I wanted to point out really quick before we go over to the computer is, I do like this setup. You can pretty much have your camera with a battery bank anywhere and be able to scan things because you're connecting to its Wi-Fi, so as long as you can get the app, you can use the scanner, so you're not really restricted to being around anything in particular. Another thing here is this memory usage. It's the memory on the phone. I believe it's the actual RAM. If you get too many images, this would fill up and then it would cause you to stop. If that happens, you'll have to restart the scan and figure out a way to use less memory. So just keep that in mind. Maybe faster rotation or just less frames, because it's basically based on the number of frames. Alright, now to send this to the computer, obviously we have to buy the computer, so I'll show you that part when we jump over to that, but just hit this button up here and Revo Scan 5 PC and start sharing. And if you go over to the computer, which I'll show you in a second, you'll go to new project and then you'll do import from mobile device, and it will give you a code where you can scan the QR code. We'll go to enter that and it will send it over. Alright, so now that we have the mobile app ready to share with the PC, we want to go ahead and open Revo Scan on the PC, then go to new project, and then go up to file, import from phone, and it's going to give you a code here. You can enter manually or you can scan the QR code. So I'm just going to enter the code and then hit OK. Then it's going to connect and transfer it over. One thing to note, you can see here that was about like 205 meg just for the one capture. So if you're doing a lot of captures on your phone, make sure your phone has a lot of storage or enough storage to account for it. Now it shows complete on the phone, so I'm going to go and close that app, and then we can go ahead and take it from here on the computer. So this has already been processed once. If you want to modify anything on it, you can go through, do the one click and change to Fusion. It is worth noting that I am having the same issue here that I had with doing it on the PC, where I have this extra data here that was able to be chopped off afterwards, or you can change this fusing distance, but you can lose some detail doing that, so it's up to you. I don't want to go into too much detail about this app here because the purpose of the video was showing you how to set everything up with a mobile phone and then sending it to your computer, which we did here. So once you're done, you can go ahead and export whatever you need to, and then import it into your CAD software or slicer and go ahead and edit or print from there. I do like the fact that they made the process easy. The import function is really nice and doesn't really take long at all. Alright guys, so that covered everything you know to get started using the RevoScan app. I'll show you how to actually connect the device to the phone, run through the scan and some of the basic settings in there, and then transfer the actual scan to your computer so that you can finish editing and export it as any type of object type that you're looking for. I plan on making more videos with this scanner, so if there's anything specific you'd like to see, or if there's any other videos in general you'd like to see, go ahead and leave a comment below or join us on Discord. And same thing's true if you have any questions or comments. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks.